Hello, 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 all, and welcome to the Good Witch. This is your Cancer April 2021 Intuitive Tarot reading. We're going to look at your love, your finances, and there is a grand message from the divine that is coming through for you. So, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment in love. If you are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are returning, welcome, welcome, welcome back. You have been missed on so many different levels. Okay. So, Cancers, looking at your love for the month of April, a new romantic cycle has begun under new moon in Libra. This romantic cycle is meant to balance the scales. You're not meant to see what's behind it. But it's meant, don't excuse my nail, it's meant to balance the scales of life for you. You're so used to being able to see everything. But what's happened is that you've projected what you wanted out into the world, into the universe, into the ether so much to where it can't help but come. Now, what you projected depends on whether you've listened to our past readings or your own intuitiveness, whether you have put out negativity based on worry or positivity based on hope and knowing. Let's see. You see through everything. No one is going to be lying to you, or if they are, you'll see through it. But most people that are coming into your life right now, even some people that are already in your life, will be operating with you in full transparency. And it might shake you a little bit because you're not really used to it. You could seriously ask someone, hey, are you using me? And they'll be like, yay or nay. For some of you, they'll say yes. And you'll ask them for what? And they'll say for a ride to work or for whatever it is that they're using you for. They'll be very honest about it. Or you could say, do you see us being long term? And they tell you no. It could be off-putting for you. It'll be off-putting but refreshing at the same time. So people will be operating in full transparency with you for the rest of this month. So if they tell you something, you should believe it, whether you want to or not. Some of you are going to be asking your exes, do you want to get back together or do you see us together? And they're going to tell you no. And then maybe later on this summer, they're going to change their mind. Remember this no. Because this no is the one that they mean. Later on, they may need you, so they'll change their answer. Even if they need you now, they're going to be telling you the truth. So be mindful of that because people will change their answers. This new romantic cycle is moving extremely fast in every direction. Extremely fast in every direction, like north, south, east, west, northeast, southeast, northwest, all the directions. All of them. And it's moving in such a way that it should knock you off balance, but it doesn't. It looks like you're used to things being centered. This particular thing will be off center. Like I'm looking for something I could use. Okay, so let's say this is the point, right? And you're used to things lining up and just staying on the point. You're used to things lining up perfectly like this, correct? Where the tips meet and it's perfect. this completely fast, unexpected relationship, it's not so much, it's a whole different being. And instead of being on point like this, on point like touching tips, it's over here. And it circles. And it's up. And it makes you chase it. And it's up, so it makes you chase it. And it elevates you. And it goes around, so it takes you out of your comfort zone. And you guys just kind of warp around each other for however long. But in the process, you both grow and you both get better. Now, you are tempted to take a step back because it is so uncomfortable and it is so scary, and you want something that you lost. You want something that you lost with someone, that a relationship that ended, a person that's gone on. You might even be holding space for someone to come back to you, even subconsciously. Unfortunately, even if they do come back, it won't be in the way in which you want them to. It'll be with a lot of stipulations and a lot of heaviness. It won't be the rose-colored glasses that you remember in that relationship. It won't be the ideal relationship. That's why it's best to stick with the new cycle. Although your ex wishes you well and doesn't mean you any harm, they also don't mean to be with you in that way. Because there are some things about themselves where they're not going to change. And you've asked them questions like, are you going to change X, Y, and Z? And they will tell you no. No, I'm not, because this is part of who I am, and yada, 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 yada. And later on, like I said, they might change their mind and say, okay, yes, I will. They won't. This is your opportunity for a blank slate. Take it. I would say take it slowly, but by the looks of it, you don't know how to do that. And if you do know how to do that, it's not something that you implement very often. So, in order to avoid disappointment, take the blank slate. Enjoy the experience and see where it leads. With this person, you won't have to adjust who you are. They accept all of you. And it seems like you've run into a giver. It seems like you've run into a giver, a priestess, who doesn't require you to make adjustments to yourself. Who is very much a good being, who isn't going to make a lot of changes for you either. They're not expecting you to adjust, to make changes for them, and they're not going to make many for you either. It's part of the charm of being with you that they get to be who they are, and you get to be who you are. And it works out. It's very lucky for both of you. And it causes the Prince of Swords to be in reverse, so you have a very stable energy with this person. It won't be an in and out thing. It'll be something consistent. I don't know how that works, but consistent with no strings. They won't be paying attention to small details. It'll be consistency without strings attached, which is a strange and beautiful thing. It reminds me of something I wrote maybe a couple weeks ago, a month ago, regarding love and possession. Love versus possession. And you will be learning the difference between that, between love and possession of someone very soon, if you haven't yet. They don't have to own you to love you, and vice versa. Yo, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment in love. No, it's not over. Stay with me. We're going into your finances, okay? Ooh. Your finances are completely opposite of your love life. You had a new moon in your love life. Your finances, you have a full moon in Libra, but it's odd that they're both in Libra. You have the new moon in Libra and the full moon in Libra. The new moon in Libra in your finances, where everything's hidden and you're not supposed to see everything behind it. In your finances, there are win-win outcomes in the forecast. Everything is going to work out for your benefit and for the benefit of those who are around you who help you. You're balancing out your finances. Like you've been working and giving. Now is the opportunity for you to give, and the more you give, the more you receive. The more people that you're helping, the more you get in return. Your return on investment is high right now. So it's nice to be good to people. You're not focusing on the hill that you see a mile down the road. That you know you need to be saving energy so that you can climb this hill, so you can get to this next level of success, so that you can get to this next level of financial freedom, whatever it is that you're going towards. You see that down there, but you're not worried about it because you might have, okay. When you get to that hill, let's say you'll need $50,000, right? Right now, you might have $5,000. And you have to acquire $45,000 before you get to that hill. But while you're going on the path to your hill, you'll see someone who needs $5. You'll see someone who needs $50. You'll see someone who needs $500. And what I'm telling you is that right now in this particular season, and this isn't people who are investing in you, people who are spending time with you, good people, people that you know and care about, not random strangers that just walk up and ask you for things. Even though a little charity goes a long way, you're putting out that karma of, let's say by the time you've seen that $5 person, you've seen that $50 person, you've seen that $500 person, by the time you get to a person that is in need of $1,000, even though you've given out 50, you've given out 500, you've given out 5, you'll look down and you'll have 20,000 where you started out with 5,000. And you might not even know where it comes from, but it'll be coming to you from unexpected places, and investments will start paying off in ways that you didn't know, that you had no intention of them having. So before you are a quarter of the way there, you're already damn near where you need to be if you're giving the energy that you need to give to the right people. And this isn't taking a risk, because you know who you're investing in, and you know, okay, if I give my sister this, she is going to flip it and multiply it like she always have. You're giving it to people who have a proven track record of bouncing back. And as they bounce back, they're going to see you in a light to where, you know what? There's a Zero song. I think it's called like One Deep. And he said something like, I put money in your pocket, food on your table, help make you a man again. And Trey's an angel in my eyesight. Help me please is the name of the song that's resonating with me, and it's a Zero song. It's called Help Me Please. And you're gonna be someone's angel, and in return, the universe, the all, is going to be yours. So even though people may think you're giving too much and then you're not focusing on your goals, on your finances, and you're being very stubborn about what you want and what you're going to do, because people might try to talk you out of it because they don't understand it. you understand what the return on investment is, and you are the queen of disc in this situation to where you're holding it, but you're not necessarily watching it because you're stubborn in your belief that God, the universe, whatever you call it, the all, has your back and is pushing you forward so that you can push other people forward. And y'all know, I don't tell people to give people stuff often. This time I am. This time I am. Okay? But remember what I said about the people that you give to. If you give $50 to a crackhead and think they're not going to go buy crack, that's a bad investment. You can buy them something to eat. You can give them some clothes if they're hungry. Buy them an umbrella if it's raining. That's charitable. But don't give them something that you know they're going to flush down the toilet. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying throw things in the wind, piss it in the wind. Be mindful of your investments, but it is a time for you to invest into people, into energies, into things, so that you can get that good karma back out and it can start coming back to you more than 100-fold. Well, dang. I was going to give y'all a message from the divine. I think that was it. But all right, Cancers, y'all already lasted long, but it's okay. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and love. Don't leave yet. It's not over. Message from the divine. A new start is coming. I couldn't make that. Another new moon. You don't see it, but it's coming. I know some of you are like, I keep having new starts. Why do I have to start over again? Just, life isn't linear. Life isn't linear. There's life on many different vibrations, on many different planes. You are not one-dimensional. So just because something new is coming doesn't mean something's ending. Every time there's a beginning, there's not necessarily an ending. It's just a new beginning. If you're pregnant and you have a new life growing inside of you, it doesn't mean your other child has to go. If you learn a new language or you're starting a new business, it doesn't mean you forget your old language and throw away your old business. So new beginnings don't mean new endings. It just means a new beginning. And you're in control of this new beginning, and it'll be very successful. Being in control of the new beginning, you're guiding where it goes, and it's going to be successful. But you don't pay attention to the small details, and you shouldn't worry in order for it to get to where it needs to go. You over control things by trying to pay attention to every little detail. Like, there's some things in this room that would drive you nuts. And not because you're a perfectionist, but because you want things to be absolutely perfect. And understanding that everything won't be absolutely perfect is going to be the key to this new beginning. Everything won't be absolutely perfect, and it won't be absolutely the way that you planned it. That is the key to knowing this new beginning. Accepting that everything won't be spot on, and that it'll cause you to grow, because it'll cause you to move in ways you haven't moved, and you'll have to chase it, and when you think you got there, you'll have to get it again, and when you get it, you'll have to get it again. It's going to pull you. It's going to make you grow, but it's going to do it in love, and it's going to elevate you. It's going to elevate you. Peace, love, and light, y'all. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment in love. Thank you so much for being a part of my life. And thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of yours. I appreciate you, and I love you. And if nobody else tells you today, you are so much more than amazing. Peace from the Good Witch.